drop by this morning, give y'all some games, some jewels, some motivation, and help y'all, cope with life, you know what I'm saying? Just share my life with you guys, man, you know what I mean? So what I want to talk about this morning, one topic I want to talk about is friend or foe. Friend or foe, yo. Friend or foe, what are you, huh? You ever thought of that, man? Huh? Are you a friend? Are you a foe? Are you both? Are you a frenemy? Huh? Are you my enemy or my frenemy? Friend or foe, man? Yeah. Let's talk about that. Friend or foe, man? Who's your friend? You know what I'm saying? And who's the fake ones? Who's the foe, man? And so growing up, man, you know what I mean? Growing up, man, I never really I always hung out with I grew up, with like older guys, you know what I'm trying to say. I never really growing up, I never really like chilled so much with guys that were like my age, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I have friends that was my age, but for the most part, you know what I mean, the crew of guys that I knew, that I grew up with, that I mingled with, that I can say I learned from, I thought, you know what I mean, I did a lot with, you know what I'm saying, came up with, hustled, you know what I'm saying, did a lot with, you know what I mean, with some of these guys that I grew up with, you know what I'm trying to say, came up with, you know what I'm saying, and so I was never one of those kids that, like, you know what I mean, really, I didn't really have too much, friends like that. I had friends, but not friends in, like my age group like that. I did have it, but a lot of my friends that was like my age group was kind of like, during school, we would chill. Outside of school, it would just be like, whatever. But when it came down to like making money, hustling, working, I was always, amongst the older guys, you know what I'm trying to say. So my whole point is, you know what I mean, I seen a lot, man, you know what I'm saying? Seen a lot, man, within friends, and man, yeah, I'd never, imagine, man, me, going through, what I went through, man, you know what I'm saying, with, what I mean, some of my friends, you know what I mean, some of my best friends, well, they're not my best friends no more, but used to be, you know what I mean, like, guys that I looked up to, you know what I'm saying, that I felt like, you know what I mean, that was, that was there, that was there along my journey, you know what I mean, but, well, at least I thought they was there along my journey, but when, when it all boiled down, you know what I mean, that's not what it was, you know what I'm saying. I experienced a lot, man, from friends, you know what I mean, from hate, jealousy, envy, a lot, man, you know what I mean. And I remember I went through something very tragic, man, you know what I mean, with a friend of mine, very, very good, ex-friend of mine, you know what I'm saying, that he was a little older than me, and I had other older guys too, you know what I'm saying, I know when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying, one person that I really looked up to, man, you know what I'm saying, when I was growing up was my cousin Slick, you know what I'm saying, he, I would say out of, everyone, you know what I mean, he was, probably the most generous, and just, you know what I mean, the one that was more loving, you know what I mean, that showed me more love, that taught me a lot too, you know what I'm trying to say. And so Slick was the, was the one that, that I you know, I learned a lot from, man. You know what I'm trying to say? You know, I remember when I was younger, you know what I mean? You know, I used to go through it. You know, I wouldn't, you know, I wasn't eating like that. I wasn't eating food like that. You know, I left my mother at a young age. You know, came to this country at a very young age, at 5. And so there's at times where, you know, I wasn't eating well like that at the family, you know what I mean, my family's house. I don't know what it was, but I just wasn't eating. I wasn't eating like that. And at times, you know, as I got, my cousin, Slick, you know, he would share food with me, you know what I mean. He would, like, you know, he was one of the guys, you know, he was one of the family members, man. Somebody that was so close to me that when I was younger, man, I didn't have nobody to talk to. I didn't understand what was going on. I left my mother. I just didn't understand what was going on. You know, I was with my father. My father raised me, but it was just a lot because, you know what I mean, I didn't have my mother, and, you know, my father, his wife, which was my stepmother. I never had a good relationship with her from the get-go. You know, she never, it was never, the treatment was never, good treatment. You know, she never treated me, you know what I mean, with, the way a boy's supposed to be treated. You know what I'm saying? It was bad, you know what I mean? It wasn't, you know what I mean, as a child, you know what I mean, you coming to a new family, you know, and your father taking you in, bringing you to his, his closer family with him, and, mind you, I mean, he already had, kids and all of that, so him bringing me into his family, to his wife, I guess it was a problem with her, so, but, I went through it, man. I went through it with her, but my whole point is, yeah, so, you know what I mean, I had a cousin of mine, his name's, Slick, he's the one that, when I used to go through it, man, I used to always, I gravitated towards him, when I was younger. Like I said, there's times where, I would be hungry, I would have nothing to eat at times, and it's just like, and not to say there was no food where I was at my house, it was just a weird environment at times, when it came to these, things for me to eat at, little things like that. Sometimes I wouldn't eat. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I'm coming from after school and I'm not eating. Like, you gotta see, I don't have no mother, to feed me. My father, he's, it was different with him. You know what I mean? He is basically, he worked, early in the mornings. 5 in the morning, he's going to work, you know what I mean? He's coming back from work around like, 3, 4 in the afternoon, you know what I mean? So, from what I remember, I don't remember, my dad never, really, not that he didn't feed me, but, there's certain motherly thing that he didn't do, which, it's not his fault, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I just didn't get from. There's certain what's it called? Certain motherly love that I didn't get, you know what I'm saying? From him. I said motherly, he's a man, he's not, but just certain love I didn't get from him. I feel like, there's certain thing he didn't give me, you know what I mean? I just say my father, he raised me, he taught me a lot, but certain little things that I felt like, when I was younger, that affected a lot, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, and my cousin Slick, you know what I'm saying, he would at times, you know what I mean, I would go up, go check him, you know what I'm saying, him playing video games, Nintendo, Sega, all the consoles, you know what I mean, when I was younger, I was watching him play, and I would just, go upstairs, you know what I mean, to his room, and I would just, talk to him, and he was very cool. He just, you know what I mean, he gave me food at time when I didn't have food, when, my stepmother would, would be acting up, wouldn't want to, give me no food, nothing like that, hiding food for her, her kids, you know what I mean, which my siblings, which, it is what it is, like, but, and he would share with me at times, you know what I mean, and, so basically, whole point, you know what I mean, is that, I had a friend of mine, you know what I mean, I was kind of, you know what I mean, after my cousin Slick, you know what I'm saying, got deported from this country, man, you know what I mean, I had a couple other friends of mine, but there was one specific, friend that I, another one that I kind of gravitated after Surge, after Slick, you know what I mean, and you know, I had a bad experience, man. After 10 years of, you know, knowing this person, you know, one day, man, we got into it over money, over like, you know what I'm saying, over money. Like, I mean, I'm talking about a little bit of money, man. You know, things that I would never thought that, you know what I mean, I would ever, you know what I mean, be beefing with my, you know, a good friend of mine, you know what I mean, that I looked up to, that I, you know, I was loyal to, you know what I'm saying, that I did everything with, you know what I'm trying to say, traveled with, you know, I learned from, you know, my loyalty to, you know what I mean, to him, you know what I mean, and I, you know, there was a lot that I did, you know what I mean, that I did with this person, and then, you know, for our friendship to, you know, it was just ruined, you know, over, it was just, you know, we got into a fight, you know what I mean, then it escalated to, you know what I mean, other things, you know, guns being pulled out on each, you know what I mean, and it's just like, it was just, you know, one of the worst that I could say, man, you know what I mean, that I went through, man, you know what I'm saying, with a friend, you know what I mean, so that's why, you know, I say, you know what I mean, what are you, friend or foe? You know what I'm trying to say, are you my friend or my frenemy or my enemy, you know what I mean? So, you know, you always gotta watch it, man. You know, it's not what you think it is, you know what I'm trying to say. After 10 years of, you know what I mean, you know, just being with a person, man, that you know, and you know, and for them to, you know, betray you and to, I could owe you, man, you know what I mean? We take losses together, you know what I mean? You know, it's like we gain together, we lose together, we lose together. And so, yeah, man, you know, went through something tragic, man, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, you know, and I can't front, man, I can't even lie, you know what I mean? I won't even front. You know, that shit, you know, still affect me to this day. And it's been like, damn, it's been over 10 years. It's been exactly 10 years. 10 years, what today? Today is February, March 1st? March 1st, 2022. Yeah, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you know what I mean? I experienced this, and you know, it's funny, man, because it still has an effect on me, I'm trying to say, and you know, that's something that I've been coping with, you know, for a long time. Even though I don't speak to this person no more, it's been a long time, but understanding your loyalty to a person, your trust that you had to a person, you know, a person that you looked up to, that you believed in, that you know what I'm saying, that you helped, you know what I mean, with their dream, you helped try to, you know what I mean, fulfill their dream, you know what I'm saying, you helped them because you saw something in them, you saw something, the potential in them, and, you know, when it all boiled down to, you know what I'm trying to say, it's not what it is, man, you know, everyone is not who they are, you know what I mean. You know, when in certain circumstances, you know what I'm saying, people change. People change, you know what I mean? When we talking about somebody that's older than me, you know what I mean, that, you know, and it's just, they change, they just like, and it just, you know, it made me realize, like, dang, like, wow. You know, you hear it a lot, you know what I'm saying, in the rap music, you know, you hear it a lot from your favorite rappers, you know what I'm saying, when they rap about these things, you know what I mean, and, you know, you would never think it's you. You would never think that, you know, you would go through this, you know, with your own friends, and, but, you know what I mean, that's what it is, you know what I'm saying, so, you know what I mean, watch it, man, you know what I mean, always watch, you know what I'm saying, you know, your friends and your you know, and you know, who's who, because, you know, things could just switch up just like that, man. You know what I mean? You could easily have, you know, did a lot with a person, you know what I mean? And bam, in just one little instance, you know what I'm saying? Things could just flip, you know what I mean? And you know, you're not cool no more, you know, you're not, you know. So, but yeah, you know what I mean? That's, you know, just giving y'all some motivation, giving, you know, quick little story, you know what I'm saying? A little, you know, a little history of, you know, what I've been through, I'm trying to say, so, yeah, I've been through it, man, been through it, you know what I mean, jealousy, hate, envy, you know, I've been through it, you know, I seen, like I said, I seen a, you know, a friend of mine, best friend of mine, I'm trying to say, we fighting, we finish, and then, you know, for a man to come and, you know what I mean, you know, guns pull out, you know what I mean, and you looking at a man, you know what I'm saying, like, a best friend of yours, somebody that you cared for, that you rode for. I'm talking about streets, everything, money-wise, females, whatever it was, man, you know what I'm saying, we got money to get in to watch, and then 1 minute you watching a man, you know, like, got a gun in his hand, wanna kill you. Like, you looking at him, you face to face with a man, got a gun in his hands, you looking at him like, and this man's just like, I mean, that got to be like, you know, one of the worst feelings, you know what I mean, that I've ever felt in my life, man, I'm trying to say. One of the worst feelings, man, you know what I mean? That's why I say, you know what I mean, that effect, and that should still, you know, play an effect in me now, like, you know what I mean? Still affect me now after 10 years, you know what I'm saying, of, you know, I don't talk to this person no more, I don't, you know what I mean, I don't, you know, associate with this person no more. It's been, when all of that happened, you know what I mean, I disconnected myself with that person, you know what I mean, I realized, you know what, you are not the person, you know what I mean, and you know, and it's just like, that's how it is, man. Sometimes, you know how they say, man, you know what I mean, loyalty could be a you know what I mean, loyalty can, you know, be it could be a curse, man, you know what I mean, at times, you know what I mean, your loyalty to certain people could be a curse to you, you know, so you always got to watch out, you know what I mean, you know, who you're loyal to, I'm trying to say, you know, as you know what I mean, you grow up, you know, and like I said, man, you know what I mean, this is life, you know what I mean, life happens, you know, I was younger, I was inexperienced, you know, I didn't know what I know now, but it happened, man, you know what I mean, and hey, you know, I'm alive to talk about it, you know what I'm trying to say, so, you know, just trying to share these things with y'all, man, you know what I mean, I know a lot of y'all might, you know, I'm sure, you know, there's people, when, you know, they watch this video, man, they're gonna, you know, correlate to, you know, to the story, you know what I mean, and yeah, man, it's crazy, man, you know what I mean, that's why now, you know, I'm 38 years old, man, you know what I mean, you know, it's like I don't have friends no more, man. All my friends that I had, man, it's just like, you know, I had to cut them all off because I realized, you know, the support ain't there, you know what I mean? You know, when I was younger, you know, I supported a lot of my friends, businesses, this, that, streets, to whatever it was, you know what I mean, growing up, and you know, and as I started to get a little bit more success within me, you know what I mean, and you know, I felt, you know what I mean, I guess some of my guys, you know, they felt like, you know, I was changing on them, you know what I mean, I wasn't the same, you know, I wasn't the same G2 time, or, you know what I mean, the young little G no more, you know, and you know, that's what hurt me a lot too, man, because it's just like, you know, you got older guys, man, that you fuck with, you know what I mean, that, you know, that you would think they would understand that. You think like, you know, hey, nigga, I'm growing. One thing about me, I'm an intelligent person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ask anybody, all my older niggas, man, saying all my guys, you know what I mean? You know, my guys, you know what I mean, that was in my crew, you know what I mean? That they'll tell you, you know, G 2-time, like, man, you know, that's probably one of the most loyalest kid that I've ever been, you know what I mean, came across, you know what I'm saying? Like, people tell you, it's no lie, nothing like that, you know what I mean? You know, my level of loyalty, man, is you know, my trust, you know what I mean, is there, you know what I'm saying? And but it got taken advantage of, you know what I'm saying? And so I had to kind of, like, you know what I mean, cut off a lot of my friends, you know what I mean? And there's more stories. It's funny, there's more stories that I have, you know, I'll share with you guys, you know, as time goes on, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to, you know, kind of like, you know, share this, you know what I mean, with y'all, the topic, you know, friend or foe, you know what I'm saying? You know, which one are you, you know what I'm trying to say? And you know, be careful, you know what I mean? Be careful of, you know, who's your friend. Be careful of, you know what I mean, you know, who's, you know, your foe, you know what I mean? People that's not, you know, there for you, that their intention is to, you know, kind of like, you know, it's kind of to like use you, you know what I mean? You know, to kind of like not help you, you know what I mean? better yourself the way, you know what I mean? It's like they'll help you better yourself, but it's like to their advantage, you know what I mean? To where it's just like they're taking advantage of you. And so, you know what I mean? And I remember I had a friend of mine, man. I had a friend of mine, his name is Max, Max Millionaire. I remember he used to always tell me this, man, you know, like, yo, G, man, you gotta, you know what I mean, you gotta worry about yourself, man, you know what I mean? He used to always tell me certain things, man, like, you gotta worry about yourself, you can't worry about everyone else. It's not what you think it is. People you think that's your friend, it's not that. So, you know what I mean, always look out for yourself, you know, man. So, man, I used to always tell me this, you know what I mean? You need to go do your own thing, man, you know what I mean? You know? And then, you know, I didn't listen, you know, as a younger guy, I didn't listen, you know, things happen, you know what I mean? Sometimes I look back at it, I'm like, damn, you know, this man, you know, he was, you know, he's older than me too, you know what I mean? Of course, you know what I mean? And he was always telling me, he saw something within me, and, you know, he also saw what was going on within our crew, and then, you know what I mean? And so, but, yeah, man, but yeah, definitely, man, you know what I mean? You know, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I will be bringing y'all, I'll be doing more videos, you know, try to do more videos early mornings for y'all, give y'all some motivation. All right, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can stay on y'all feet, you dig, you know what I'm saying? Heading to work right now. Y'all see how fly I am, you know what I mean? That's one thing about me, man, you know what I mean? I always, you know, gotta keep, you know, good clothes on, you know what I mean? Just keep looking, you know, keep yourself looking good, smelling good, you know what I mean? You know, yeah, so yeah, make sure y'all follow, share, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will have more videos for y'all coming up. All right, appreciate y'all. Drop a comment, you know, and let me know, you know what I'm saying? If y'all have any stories, you know what I mean, share in the comment section. You know, friend or foe, you know what I mean? You know, frenemies, you know what I mean? What are you? Are you a friend or you a foe? State your biz. Turn the door, there it is. Me, friend or foe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright, man. So, but yo, y'all be easy, alright, man. Heading to work right now, and I will see y'all on the next video, okay?